Hi, everyone. Mark Power here again, your stuttering specialist. And today I'm going to talk about the best treatment for stuttering. Uh, I'm going to explain that from the treatments that I actually went through. I was a severe stutterer for the first 30 years of my life. And I started out trying to uh, resolve my stuttering problem in high school. My family took me to a stuttering specialist. And had to drive quite a ways twice a week. And he was a renowned stuttering specialist at the time. But the therapies that were considered effective then were a lot different than what we use now. The therapy that he subscribed to and had me go through was actually psychotherapy, because at that time they thought stuttering was a psychological problem, and it came from some type of a family trauma or something in the past. So during high school, for several years, I went through psychotherapy with this speech pathologist who was also trained as a psychotherapist. Now, my stuttering really didn't change, didn't improve at all. But I'll tell you, I became a happier person, I think. It was nice to have this therapy every day in high school. The stuttering was not affected by the psychotherapy, although my therapist actually had a more severe problem than I had. And at that time, it was thought that if you had a PhD in stuttering, you really only were an expert if you stuttered yourself. So we know now that treatment programs can be run by somebody who does not stutter and be very effective. Another technique that he showed me that actually helped me in high school was called voluntary stuttering, stuttering on purpose. It goes like this. If I say, my name is Mark Power, I won't stutter. It sounds a little weird, but it does control the stuttering. I used it in a speech I had to give in high school, and it was a small class, and I started out using voluntary non-fluency, and that surprised everybody totally, because they didn't really know what I was doing. But by the end of the talk, and I was comfortable, I actually did not stutter, but I sounded a little weird. They asked me a lot of interesting questions, and at that time, I could speak a lot more fluently. But I think that's a lot to go through just to reduce your anxiety. So it's actually still used today. It's called advertising your stuttering, and it does reduce the anxiety, but it really doesn't treat the disorder, and doesn't change the way you talk and sound natural, because that's what you need to have. So after high school, I became a speech pathologist, but I still stuttered severely. So I found another stuttering expert about 20 years later, and he had developed a program that used prolonged speech. And prolonged speech is when you start out really slowly, like this. You don't stutter because you're talking so slowly. And it doesn't stay there. Every hour or so, you move the rate up to a little faster rate. So it takes several days to approach something like a normal speaking rate. Anyway, for me, that was pretty effective. The problem with prolonged speech is, for a lot of people, they really can't get to a normal speaking rate of speed of speech and still sound natural, because they've talked so slow. A lot of times they sound robotic and not natural at all. So I went through each of these programs in my life, and ended up having a fairly good control over my speech. But it wasn't until I found the program that I'm presenting now, that I use now in therapy, that things really became a lot better. And this program does produce stutter-free speech, and it's natural sounding. And the way it does that, it's called the MPI Stuttering Treatment Program. And the way it does that is we know if you change the way you talk, if you change your voice enough, you don't stutter. But rather than go real slow at the beginning, in this program, you don't change your speaking rate, but you're able to change your voice because the program provides real-time voice feedback by a throat microphone that you wear around your neck, and that sends your voice to an app on your cell phone, and you can see how your voice is working. You can see your long sounds and your short sounds, and research has shown that if you reduce those short sounds by 50%, you don't stutter. So it takes you all the way through. You learn how to do that, and it's a 2-week program every day for 2 weeks, and it's very effective. So that's what I've been using now in treatment. I'm now accepting only about 2 or 3 patients a month because it is intensive. I work with them every day, and I want to dedicate that time to each new person. So let me know if I can help, okay? Thanks a lot. Bye. Mark Power here, and if you like this video, then don't forget to like and subscribe for more helpful videos like this one. Also, be sure to hit the share button and leave us a comment below so that others can benefit from it as well. I'll be recording a lot more helpful videos like this one to help you overcome your stuttering. And if you'd like to be notified, then click on the bell icon below.